Okay, we'll continue from here. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, now this is the spring compressed. See, what all you have to do when spring is compressed along with that, you have to check it. You have to look at the bead, where it is in contact, how the forces are acting. That will determine normal current. Not like always, it should be away. So look at the two diagrams in front of you. Two different situations have brought it. So this is about the spring ring and the bead, that one. Okay, now we'll go for relative angular velocity. This is some very simple concept is there. So I'm introducing the idea like relative angular velocity. So let's take the basic circle. Already we know some circular motion. No? So in that, what are the basic things what we made observation? This is the radius vector and there's a tangential velocity. And what is angular velocity? Angular velocity was directed like this. Any condition for that V, R and omega. And we had some vector relationship like this. Can you remember? V bar equal to omega cross R bar. V bar equal to omega cross R bar, that one. How, any relation between V and R? Perpendicular. This is something very important. What is the angular velocity? So here, what was the center? The center O was at rest, no? This was a particle P. What is the state of O? O is at rest. We discussed all the problems where O is at rest here. So now we are going to take a problems where the reference point is going to be in motion. Then what has to be done? Is it okay? Simple relative angles, relative velocity we studied in kinematics. Now it's a relative angular velocity. Got the idea? This will be. So now, what is the, again, I'll stick on to the basic definition. So this is one very important thing which I'm going to conclude here. Okay, these are the points A and B. Let the velocity of particle A be this one, and let this, and this is L. This is a length L. Then how to get the angular velocity of the particle A with respect to particle B. So what is the basic definition? Then the basic definition will go like this, no? Then velocity of A. So here what you write? Velocity of P with respect to O, and O was a test. So here velocity of A with respect to that should be equal to L AB into omega AB. V equal to R omega. How we write? Velocity of particle P with respect to O is equal to position of particle P with respect to O, angular velocity of P with respect to O. The interpretation is like this. Since the O was a test, we didn't bother. Velocity of P with respect to O, position of particle P with respect to O, then angular velocity of P with respect to O. So that was the interpretation of that. Since O was a test, we didn't bother. Okay, now the O is also motion, so I'm taking one separate situation here. It'll be like this. So now we know what is VAB, LAB. I'm taking this as reference. LAB. So if I take this as reference, then what you're going to write? LA minus LB into angular velocity of A with this. And this we know from the, both are same direction, VA minus VB are right. So VA minus VB. So LAB I should measure in this direction. No? So LAB in what direction you're going to measure? In this direction. And what is LAB is equal to? Is equal to L. So here I'll get. What about the direction? The direction is given by the vector form. I'll write it in vector form. Omega AB bar is equal to VA bar minus VB bar by L. So what is the direction of it? VA bar minus VB bar. So angular velocity of A with respect to B, what is the direction of it? So the direction of it will be, it'll be like this. Agreed, all of you? So no, next I want omega BA. So omega BA. So what is the basic formula will be now? The same diagram. This is very important. Once you get this, rest on everything you can manage. Everything based on again the formula, and you can easily manage. First, the basic idea, clarity is needed. So I'll measure now this one. So here VBA is equal to, you're going to write LBA omega BA. So VB bar minus VA bar. Let me write in vector here only. LBA. LBA, how you measure? Opposite to LAB bar. Opposite to LA bar. So LAB bar we measured upward. So okay, this one. So it should be like this. So LBA bar I should measure like this. So shall I write minus L compared to other diagram? So omega BA bar so this, if you rewrite, you're going to get it as, okay, what is the direction of angular velocity of B with respect to A? It is also in same sense. So how I to show? Same sense means how it should be. It was a clockwise, no? Here also it should be clockwise. So here the omega BA should come like this. Sense is same. You see that sense is same clockwise. So it's also clockwise. So both will be in same sense. Got the idea? So sense should not be different here. So the angular velocity of A with respect to B and angular velocity of B with respect to A, both are equal and both will be directed in same direction. So shall we
Sir?
conclude? Wait, wait. I'll conclude here. So omega AB therefore. So what is the conclusion now? Omega AB bar is equal to omega BA bar. It doesn't matter. It's telling.
Sir, instead of sense of rotation thing, could you just tell me which direction omega will be there?
Omega will be out of the plane. So here into the plane, here into the plane. There's the only sense of rotation I'm telling. So omega will be, directly you go for it. Curl fingers. Curl fingers in the direction of that arrow. Then the thumb will point into the plane. So omega will be into the plane in both the cases. So the direction is same, no?
Sir, I still didn't get it. So could you just show?
Well, here actually, if you take this x-axis, no? Y-axis, so it will be omega AB bar, BA bar will be in the direction of minus K cap. Z-axis will be out of the plane, no?
Yes, sir. Could you just tell me how? I'm not getting it.
Curl, right hand screw rule, no? Here I got the thing now. You look at the uh, the curl fingers, right hand screw rule, vector cross product, similar to that, curl fingers. So just close fingers, no? I'll curl fingers like this. Then the thumb will point into the plane, no?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Okay. This is very important. So once you know this, rest all mathematics you can see very easy. You can feel very convenient now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll continue now. Yeah. So this is about the okay. This is about the basic thing, that one. Okay. Now I'll go for like two particles if they are revolving in a circular path. We'll discuss between the particles now. There's a particle. Okay, two particles will take it. So the velocity of particle A, VA, and this is VB. So both are having, both are moving on same circle. So we are going to discuss now the relative motion between them. So let the angular velocity of this will be, so they'll have a different speed, VA, this will be. So I want angular velocity of A with respect to B. Both are in same sense. Both particles, first case I'm starting, particles A and B are moving in same sense. Okay, this one. So there's one basic condition with a different angular velocity. Particles A and B are moving in same sense with different. Okay, there's a first case I'm assuming. This one. Now, because of different angular velocity, so definitely how you show omega A should be like this, no? Am I right? Here only I'll show it, so it'll be easy for you. And this will be, this is VA, this is VB. This is omega B, this is omega A. Okay, fine, all of you. Let they move in a circular path of radius r. At somewhere, I'll take a position like this. Let this be theta. Let's go back to the basic definition. Just now we brought it, no? The angular velocity of A with respect to B. So that particular basic formula is what I'm going to apply it here. Now, this is R. So how much this distance will be? R sine theta. This distance should be R sine theta. This distance should be R sine theta. What is the velocity of particles perpendicular to line joining them? So in this direction, if this is theta, this should be theta. Will I agree this? So, and if this is theta, this will be theta, no? 90 minus theta, theta. Okay, this will be theta. Okay, look at the angles here now. So what is the angular velocity of A with respect to B, or angular velocity with respect to B with respect? I think both are same. Just now we have concluded here. So from that, so what is the equation you can write it now? Angular velocity of A with respect to B, or B with respect to A, you calculate. What is the formula now? Velocity of B with respect to A. VBA by the perpendicular distance along line joining the A and B. BA, I'll write it. So what is VB minus VA? Velocity VB sine theta minus of minus VA sine theta. Why negative sign? Because if I take VB sine theta positive, VB sine theta positive, then VA sine theta should be negative. No? Then what is the length BA equal to 2R sine theta? Okay, this you keep it. Now VB plus VA by 2R. What is VB equal to? VB equal to, so looking at the diagram here, VB should be equal to R omega B So we know, so some here only will write it before this. VA equal to R omega A. VB equal to R omega B. So in place of VB, what you can write? R omega B. In place of VA, R omega A by 2. So if they are in same sense, what is the angular velocity? Will get added up. Anybody direction of this? The direction of omega B and omega A also. So there should be, so omega BA in what direction it should be? It should be anti-clockwise. So omega B, what is the sense of omega B? I'll show all the things here, anti-clockwise. Omega A, anti-clockwise. What about omega BA? It's also anti-clockwise. Where omega B will be at the axis, you are going to show it here out of the plane. Agreed, am I right? The omega B here. Similarly, omega out of the plane. What about omega B? You should not show it here. You have to show it here. It will be out of the plane here. Angular velocity of B with respect. What about angular velocity of A with respect to B? It will also the same vector. It will be here. Angular velocity of A with respect to B. Both will be in same direction. Out of the plane. So means like I want omega angular velocity of A with respect to B. That also will be out of the plane. But the vector where it is acting, it will act at A. So omega BA, it will act at A. It will be out of the plane here. What about here? Omega AB, it will be out of the plane, will pass through point B. Able to get this one? So what is the basic definition? Angular velocity of B with respect to A. What is the basic definition? Relative velocity, like this one, relative velocity perpendicular to line joining the particles A and B by the perpendicular or the separation between the particles A and B. So how we should measure? The velocity, the relative velocity should be measured perpendicular to line joining AB. Those quantities should be substituted, not the components which are along AB. Which component of velocities you should substitute? Those velocities which are directed perpendicular to line joining AB should be substituted here. Are you getting no? VB sine theta, VB cos theta. So here VB cos to VB sine theta. Which component is should be substituted here? VB sine theta. Sir, why any reason? Because we know how V and R will be related. V should be perpendicular to R. So therefore, component of velocities of particle directed perpendicular to line joining AB should be substituted here. There's a basic definition. Similarly, if they move in opposite sense, the same problem. Let me show parallelly both. It'll be easy for you. See, we are not supposed to remember formula. First, we should analyze it. Oh, how it will come. Then what happens? Based on this, the application problems will come. Now they are moving in opposite sense, the particle. This will be VB. This will be VA. So this is again R. These are how omega B will be how omega A like this. What about omega B? So let this be theta. First, okay. Look at the arrow for angular velocities. They're in opposite sense, no? Now what will be the angular velocity of A with respect to B or angular velocity of B with respect to A? So again, as usual, this will be R sine theta. There's a particle B, there's a particle A. Particles are moving in opposite sense. Find anything. Find omega AB or omega BA. What is the basic formula now? Find omega BA. Line joining AB, they should be equal to how much? AB equal to 2R sin theta, like earlier what we did, BA that one. So here omega BA is equal to which velocities now you are going to. So this is theta. So this should be theta, no? and this is theta. This is theta. Now this will be VBA by distance BA. So VB now VB sine theta. Not like minus of minus. It will just 2R sine theta. So this will be VB minus VA by 2R. What is VB equal to? R omega B. Okay, like this. Now we are getting. What is the sense? Who will give the sense? If omega B greater than omega A, the resultant will be in the direction of omega B. If omega A greater than omega B, the resultant will be omega B will be opposite to omega, that one. So which will be greater along that direction, it will be there. So look at the omega B and omega. The velocity, the vectors will be directed opposite and will be along the direction of the greater one. So particles, two particles moving on same circular path, same circle, or the angular velocity of one with respect to the other. This is the formula. It depends upon the position. I just took a case like this. So anyway, arbitrary way. So try to get the distance between them using the concept of circle. Then resolve the velocities perpendicular to line joining the particles, component of velocity. Those components which are perpendicular to line joining them will determine the angular velocity.
Sir, sir, but if you look at B from A, then it is not necessary that it will move in a circular path, right, sir?
The frame of reference will be different. No, I'm just calculating angular velocity here. Oh, no. They are moving in circular path. Particles in B are moving in same sense with a different angular velocity in a circle, on a circle.
Sir, if you look at B from A, then it is not necessary that B will move in a circular path, right, sir?
Need not. I'm not saying anything. In that position, no. In that position only, no. It is.
Okay, sir, at that instant.
At that instant, it is.
Okay, sir.
The direction of omega BA depends upon which is greater. If omega B greater than A, omega BA will be in the direction of omega B. If omega A greater than omega B, the direction of omega BA will be in the direction of omega A. The greater one will determine the sign. Okay, fine. So let's go for the numericals. See, the same thing how numericals will come. We'll add one page. Okay, now let's go for how the same questions, how they are going to ask in numerical. Now this is one. 10 meter per second, 30 degrees. There's a particle A, this is B. So the velocity of particles are like this, and the separation between them, let it be 4 meter. So I want the angular velocity of A with respect to B. At one instant, the velocity of particles A and B are like this, and the perpendicular distance between them is 4 meter. Now I want angular velocity of A with respect to B. So actually, particles, are they moving in circular path? This is the best question I am asking you. A and B are moving in some plane. How B will move in XY plane? What about A? A will move in minus X minus Y plane. Are you getting? So B will move in first quadrant. A is moving in the third quadrant. Sir, they are not in circular motion, and how can you ask like that? Yes, I can ask. Are you getting? So it's not that something they should be in circular path. So I'll write the question. The particles A and B are moving in a plane. I'm not using no way circular motion. Huh? They're moving in a plane as shown. Find the angular velocity of particle A with respect to B. Getting the idea? So this will be really troublesome for you. Sir, they are not moving circular path, how you brought it. Okay, let's go for omega AB. I'll calculate. So it should be equal to VA minus VB. So 6 root 2 cos 45. I think anything I'll direct it like this. I'll take it positive. Minus of minus 10 sine 30. Now why negative sign? 10 sine 30 will be in that direction, divided by perpendicular distance between them. So which components you should take? Those components which are directed perpendicular to line joining the particles, they will determine angular velocity. So 6 root 2, this will be 6 minus of minus, this will be plus 5 by 4. So 11 by 4 radians per second. Now your task question, sir, what about direction? What about direction? What we are discussing, angular velocity of A with respect to the B is what the reference, no? So it should be, shall I put direction here? Will agree all of you? You have taken just B as reference. See, like getting confusion, sir. Like you do one thing. If particle moves like this and B is at rest, then you say angular velocity like this, no? Here. Now B is also in motion. So angular velocity of A with respect to B. B is at rest here, no? If B is in motion, then it will be like this. This will be really troublesome for students, but just stick on to the basic definition. So they are moving in a plane, you are telling no way that circle word you brought it. So where do they can ask you this? Relative velocity in projectile motion. Two projectiles thrown, angular velocity of one projectile with respect to other projectile. At, at minimum separation, find the angular velocity of one projectile with respect to other projectile. See, linked problems. Are you able to analyze? I can link. Okay, fine. So now we'll go for the next one. This is very, very popular. Just only the definition, if you know it, I think you can manage. No very big concept. So let's have that. Let me take two particles. The same concept what we studied now, I'm going to extend it. I'll go to the next page. Okay, let the particles move in a circular path. So there's a particle B or particle 2, I'll write it. Or B will write it. So it is moving in circular path. So angular velocity and the radius vector is RB, and the other particle. So let me bring in different things. So both are in same sense. Let both move in a same sense. And this position vector, let it be RA. Now we have to calculate angular velocity of A with respect to B. I think you can directly bring the, just know what I used that particular formula, what happened, you can apply it here, no? Two particles are moving in circular paths, respective circular paths with an angular velocity omega A and omega B respectively. Find omega AB. Okay, now they are not in the same path, no, in different circles. So what is the angular velocity of one, like a particle with respect to the other particle? So I think I'll stick on to the basic thing just now we had, no. So here there's a line joining them. That's all, no. So what is the method? So draw a line joining the particles. That will be. So now get the velocity vector. So component of velocity directed along that. So this will be theta, let's assume. This is theta, 90 minus theta. This will be okay, fine. Yeah. No, this should be theta, no? What is VA? So the VA is like this. VA is RA omega A. VB is RB omega B. We know only omega A, omega B. Just I brought VA and VB so that you can easily understand. So this is line joining them. So I'll call that as S. Or you are familiar with L, no? Let me bring L, no problem. That is. Now angular velocity of A with respect to B. So what you should do now? Angular velocity of A. Look at the sense. Both. I say here you show it. This is omega I. Okay, all of you. Both are in same sense. No, look at the angular velocity of both. Both are in same sense. No. What is the definition? What it says? Component of velocity is directed perpendicular to line joining A and B. But we didn't brought any component of velocity for B, no? What is the mathematics we should take here? I'll extend that red color dotted line. You see this and okay, come for this. So again, so a line normal to that. Not perpendicular. Oh. You see that one. Okay, this should be theta. Will I agree? This should be theta. No, what are the no need to write many equations. Just look at that one. Component of velocity. VA is like this. Component of velocity perpendicular to the line joining AB. Which component will come? V cos theta or VA sin theta? VA is VA cos theta. Similarly here, VB sin theta. Fine. So they should be equal to VA cos theta. VA cos theta minus of minus VB sin theta by that L. Let it be here. Now what is VA? VA should be equal to RA omega A. Cos theta, anything can you write it from the diagram? RB by L plus VB. VB is what? RB omega B. Sin theta, you can write it as sin theta is cos theta is RA by L, no? Yeah. This will be RB by L. Let it be, this is equal to, so omega A plus omega B RA square omega RB square omega B by L square. What is L square should be equal to from the triangle? So therefore this
Sir,
omega
it's not L square.
should come, no?
Correct only, sir.
Correct only, sir.
Okay, final answer will be I think what I gave that earlier, the one problem, no, that is the base, no. With that, you can manage any of the thing. So what is the direction of omega AB? It'll be same thing again. So where you have to show omega AB? Here you have to show it. I'll bring the red color. Here you have to show it. Then not at O. You should not show at O. I'm making clear. You have to show it here. Angular velocity of A with respect to B, that vector will be out of the plane passing through point B. And in the sense of omega A and omega B only. Now you do the same problem for opposite sense. I'll go for next concept. Can you work out opposite sense? You change VB in upward. Here I took in same sense, no, both are. So you take the VB in this direction and work out here. You try that one. Okay, all of you got this. So if the particles revolve in different circles, then can you find out angular velocity of one with respect to other? The same basic formula. What is the first thing you have to calculate? The distance, the separation between the particles A and B, that should be calculated. And here I took some simple case. You may give any arbitrary case here, where you have to bring the concept of circles. Okay, got this? That mathematics is what will come into picture. You have to be alert. Okay, now this about the particles like this, we brought it. So let's take the next example. No, you can see this question. Particle A approaches the center C of a rotating disk. If V equal to R omega, find the velocity and acceleration of B relative to A as the function of the time before the particle collides with the disk. So it is something. I'll give some better diagram. Now what happened? This relative angular velocity concept, we are extending it to what? One particle will be moving in circular path. The other particle, what happened? Let it move linearly somewhere in a space. Then we are going to discuss the situation. I'll giving a clear diagram. See this one. This is a particle A. This is a particle. It is moving with a velocity A. And what will the particle be? It is also moving in circle. It is moving in circular path with the same tangential velocity V only. And it's having angular velocity omega. Okay, according to the diagram is given like this. Center. Take it this theta. At t equals 0, particle is here. After some time, I think I'm giving enough information to the diagram. After some time, the particle, when it arrives here, where this particle will be? Somewhere here. Okay, got the idea, all of you? Look at the instant now. So now he's asking what is the velocity of particle A, particle B with respect to A. So now this relative velocity concept, we are extending it to the other thing. No, can you define velocity vector of B? That's very simple. It's asking just velocity of B with respect to and acceleration of B with respect to A, no? So I'll proceed like this. So first we have to get the velocity of B with respect to A. So just it's a very, you can say the simplified approach. Can you define now velocity vector B, VB bar from the diagram? There's a unit vector, you can take it I cap, J cap. So this will be the theta, no? VB bar, how you write it? Minus V cos theta I cap plus V sin theta J cap. What is given omega, no? Because V equal to, I should replace, so this will be minus R omega cos theta I cap R omega sin theta J cap. And what is theta? Omega equal to theta by time, no?
Sir, you should interchange the cos theta and sin theta components, sir, in VB.
Not needed. I'm
It
just
is,
asking.
Yes, sir.
it is written
Sir, it
on
is V sin theta I cap minus V sin theta I cap plus
Oh,
V cos theta J cap.
this one. Yeah, yeah. I'll change it. Thank you. Sin theta. This is cos theta. So this is where all theta is there. I'll replace this R omega cos omega t J cap. Velocity of particle is how much? Is just equal to Vi or R omega I cap. What is the question asked? Velocity of B with respect to. So VB bar minus VA bar. Like this, see now, you come out of some relative angular velocity, nothing to do with that one. Sir, one particle moving in circular path, other is moving somewhere in a plane. Can you find out relative velocity? Just the same old definition, velocity of B with respect to VB bar minus VA bar. You know that particle, if it moves in circular path, you know that angular position theta. Then with that, you can define the velocity vector. Got the idea, no? So we can compare anything. So VB bar, so this should be equal to minus R omega sin omega t I cap minus R omega I cap. So this you can see this R omega, I'll take outside 1 plus sin omega t I cap. Looking at the equation, don't get scared. Nothing is there in that one. If you want in terms of V, you can bring it in terms of V. Either of things. So no, sir, omega I'll replace in terms of V. You can write it. It is your convenient. Fine. So now he's asking acceleration. What to do with acceleration? Particle A, what is the acceleration of particle A? 0. What is the acceleration of B? Any acceleration is there? Centripetal acceleration. And how much should be equal to? Omega square R, and it will be directed towards BO. That's all, no? So no need of any big mathematics. No need of any big mathematics. So then acceleration of A is 0. Acceleration of B is what? Acceleration of B is just equal to omega square R. Equal to only omega square. What about the magnitude? AB bar should be equal to, and how that acceleration will be directed? It will be directed like this, no? Now write in the vector form. So this should be equal to minus of AB cos theta I cap minus AB sin theta J cap. So what is ABA bar? This is okay, should be equal to only this AB bar, that one. So now we can compare the motion of revolving particle with some particle moving in a plane. Nothing to do. The same mathematics you are going to bring it. If it is having if it is having tangential acceleration, bring that also and compare. Are you getting the generalized method? Now we can compare motion of particle moving circular path. I can describe either with respect to center of circle or with respect to some other particle. It doesn't matter. So how to get the relative velocity is all this is the thing. How to get angular velocity of B with respect to A. Then what you should do, you should draw a line joining B and A. Things will be a little bit difficult here. So draw a line joining B and A. And from the mathematics, because in time t, what happens, this will cover a distance Vt. So how much this will be R minus Vt. This is R, this is R. Then get this length. Once you know this length here, then get the angle. Angle made with the line joining AB with these vectors AO and BO. Once if you know that angle, then resolve velocity is perpendicular to line joining A and B. Then bring the angular velocity. Getting the approach. So there's a general idea. They can ask you anything. So I just wanted to give you a generalized idea. It's not that only with respect to circle we can discuss here.
Sir,
Ah,
sir, here particle B is accelerating, right?
okay, fine. Yeah.
Then in the first equation we wrote VB at time t equals 0, sir. At time t equals to t.
This is a centripetal. I don't know. This is not linear acceleration.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
We are describing circular motion.
Yes, sir. I got confused.
AB is centripetal acceleration. I'll write it. This is due to what? Due to change in direction of motion. Just be alert, all of you. What is AB? AB is a not like some sort of like a which will increase the speed of particle after some time when particle is here. When the particle is here, again AB will be like this. The speed will be same. So speed of particle remains constant. Okay, don't go back to the linear kinematics here. Now one more. Two cyclists chain B travel at the same constant speed V. The speed of A with respect to B. I think so the diagram is messed up. I'll give the diagram. Try to see this. I'll put the diagram in order, proper order. The same concept, just previous problem, what we learned, will extend that year. Not okay, till years needed. Okay, so there is a one particle, two cyclists telling both are along the circular tape while B travels along constant speed. So here one cyclist is there. He will move with a constant speed V. And there's another cyclist is there. He'll move with a speed V. Fine. Able to get the diagram? So A will move in circular path, B will move along the diameter. Okay, A will travel along the circular path. And this is a diameter, no? Okay, get the no. So what is theta? Now this is theta. Yeah. I think this much is what information available for us. And r is the radius of circular path. Okay, get the no velocity. So what is our question now? Velocity of A with respect to B is being asked. Which velocity? Well, B travels, if angular velocity I would have mentioned. So just velocity of A with respect to B is asking now. I think just you have to relative velocity concept is what you have to apply here, no? Now, if this is theta, so what about the angles? Here we'll go for angles. This should be theta. Then this should be theta. So any equation can be write here, no? Velocity of A, VA bar equal to V sine theta I cap V cos theta j cap. Velocity of B equal to V I cap. So VAB bar is being asked. So this is equal to V sine theta minus V I cap. Take outside, so this will be 1 sine theta minus 1. I think any mathematics can we bring it here now? So let me take the vector for magnitude of this. V square sine theta minus 1 whole square. V will come outside. Sine square theta plus 1 minus 2 sine theta plus cos square theta. Then everything will be 2 into 1 minus sine theta. What is the value of n? N should be equal to, or further, can you simplify this? 1 minus sine theta, 2 cos square theta by 2. Our answer is 2. So we can further simplify, no? So VAB is equal to
Sir, it is sine theta, sir.
no sine 1 minus sine theta formula. 1 minus sine cos square
Sir,
theta.
if it had been cos theta, then we can do this one.
What happened?
So if it was 1 minus cos theta, then we could do it, sir.
Okay. That one. It is a sine theta, no? Sorry. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, fine. I'll stop it here only. So n equal to 2. So velocity of, are you getting, so just what we are bringing, some linear motion, circular motion. Can you find out relative velocity or anything? Yes, you can find out. Now, same thing if I ask you angular velocity, what you're going to do? You are going to calculate the distance L, then component of velocity is perpendicular to line joining AB, then angular velocity of A with respect to B. How much angular velocity of A will be? So what is the formula? Please look at here only. It will be much easier for you. Is that okay, no? Then what is the angular velocity of A with respect to B means you have to show it here. If you are interested, you can calculate. The L distance you have to work out from the geometry available. If it gives this distance known, then you can work out. OB distance is known, you can work out. In this one, so angular velocity of one particle with respect to other particle, can we manage S? It's very easy now. It's not that only when they're moving in circular path. Okay, now I'll next one more last. The particle is here. this is usually what all we discussed, all the circular motion with respect to this one. No? Now let me bring this is the diameter. Now the angular velocity, the particle is moving with a constant speed. V, let R be the radius. Now, so what is angular velocity? This shall I write omega O, angular velocity about O. Say particle moves in circular path with constant angular speed omega naught about 2. Find angular speed about a point P on a circle. What I'm asking, so what information I have? I have like this, V equal to R omega naught. V is not given, omega naught is given. This angular velocity about O, we know it. Then what is the angular velocity of the same particle about a point P on a circumference? Actually, particle is moving in circular path. Now, what is the angular velocity about O? Omega naught will write. That is a given for us. So the tangential speed is this much. Now I am asking what is the angular velocity about P? Will it be same or different? It is to be. So let's do one thing. Let's calculate. Nothing is there. So this is the theta. No. So how you define theta? How you define theta? This angle made by the, how you define angular velocity omega naught? I'm discussing here. Omega naught, you write it d theta by dt, no? What is the angular velocity definition? Rate of change of angular displacement. And the particle starts moving in circular path. So what will happen to its theta? Theta is going to vary. So rate of change of angular displacement is what? Angular speed omega naught. Okay, similarly, I'm asking angular velocity about P. So when I ask angular velocity about P means, so the omega P, I'll show it here. Omega P. So let this angle, let it be phi. We don't know that. So what is omega P? Omega P, according to the definition, the omega P should be d phi by dt, no? So to calculate this, we should calculate to get the angular velocity of particle about P. This is a particle. Huh? P is not particle. I think some you'll get confused. Huh? Oh, okay, fine, no problem. We'll proceed here. So can we calculate this d phi by dt? So we'll take help of this one. According to the circle, so watch with this angle also. Should be phi, no? Isosceles triangle. Then how theta and phi are related, as we know that from circle. Theta should be equal to 2 phi. Will I agree? From the circle concept, exterior angle should be equal to sum of interior angles. I'll differentiate this. D theta by dt equal to d theta by dt is what? Omega naught. D phi by dt is what? Omega p. So what is omega p? Omega naught by 2. So the particle which is revolving about O, it will have angular velocity omega naught. About P, about any point on about point P, it will have how much it is omega P. Means like what actually we are not understanding anything. See, like it's like You can describe that particle moving in circular path either with respect to O or with respect to P. If the with respect to P, angular velocity is omega P. With respect to O, it will be omega naught. Able to understand? No? So now what is the rule? Like the year till now in the beginning, what when we made the O as a reference, it is very easy for mathematically. Means, sir, I'll stand at point P. Will you see this moving in circular path? So at with respect to O, it moves in circular path. With respect to P, it's not circular path. At least I think everyone is very clear with the mathematics, basic geometry. So if you stand here, so your particle will move away from you, no, and here it will be at maximum distance. So it's not a circular path, no. So it's not a circular path. Can you define angular velocity? There's no rule that only for circular path you have to define angular velocity. Already we have seen two particles. They're moving in a plane. We brought the idea of circular path here. Fine. There's a simplest thing. Or you do one thing. I'll find out V, then I'll find out the component of V perpendicular to this R. Sir, I'm very good in mathematics. Okay, you try, no problem. Then I'll resolve component of, I'll find out small r. Then I'll find out component of velocity perpendicular to line joining the particle and point P. Then the basic definition, what is angular velocity? V perpendicular by R. You do that, you'll get the same answer. Is it okay? You can try with mathematics, no problem. Because what is the basic definition? Omega equal to V by R. So how V and R should be perpendicular. So this V is not perpendicular to R. I'll put some conditions which will really help you here. V is not otherwise if it is perpendicular I would have wrote it, whereas V is perpendicular to R bar. At the same time V bar is perpendicular to R bar. Are you getting, no? Now means, sir, with respect to any point I can define the circular motion as so slowly you move out. Sir, why only on point? So let's do one thing. The last one I'll wind up because again tomorrow you have to prepare for exam, no? Let me take 3 points here, A, B, like this. This is say like a X, this is R, there's a radius of circular path and particle is moving with a constant speed V. No. When particle arrives here, what is the angular velocity about O, about A, about B? Particle moves with constant speed V in circular path of radius R. No, what is angular velocity about O? Find omega O, omega A and omega B. I think it's quite very clear, no? What is omega O? V by R, clockwise. Anybody omega B? Should be V by 2R, omega C, V by 2R plus X. It is now getting the idea. If you stand at O, you see one angular velocity. If you stand at A, you see one angular velocity. If you stand at B, you see one angular velocity.
Sir, for a rolling sphere, when we take the instantaneous axis of rotation,
In rotational mechanics, I'll explain. No, don't trouble everyone.
Sir, there will take the same omega, right? Sir, we won't take omega by 2.
No, sir, nothing. The rolling motion is totally different. When it comes, I'll explain. I do remember your doubt. So still that instant center idea is still not clear for you. That's why you're asking same omega. The frame of reference will be different. With what angular velocity the particles are rotating about, or with the same angular velocity, it will rotate about instantaneous center. The frame of reference is different, but still we see. How do you can say same omega? When I measure angular momentum and kinetic energy, I do get same. So therefore, I'll conclude same.
Sir, for omega C, could you once show it mathematically, sir?
It's like a, what is the perpendicular distance? 2r plus x. And what is a v? V is directly perpendicular to radius vector. Finish or no? The definition.
Yes, sir. Could you once show the perpendicular distance?
The x plus 2r. What is the distance? This will be 2r. And this is x. So I'll indicate that omega naught like this here. This will be omega naught. Just perpendicular distance. From the particle to the point B, you measure the perpendicular distance.
I was taking another particle, sir. Sorry, sir. Got
Okay,
it.
fine. Tomorrow, if time permits, I'll discuss few more so that you'll get a clarity. Circular motion, what happen? You feel something, it's a thing. So again, what happened is just if you know some simple idea is enough. I made things very complicated. Tomorrow I'll discuss few more problems. You feel like, okay, sir, now okay, sir, we can manage. If not a circular, if particle moving any direction also will be circular motion, we can manage. Like that, we can conclude tomorrow.
Sir, with respect to B, it will be in circular motion, right, sir, here?
No, with respect to, see, if you stand at O, you feel it's moving in circular path. If you stand at B, how do it will be at one point, it will be at a distance how much? 2r plus x. When it is passing at A, at that instant, I'm telling you, no.
Okay.
So when particle again comes here, you see that one, when it is here. So what you should do, you have velocity v like this. And this is the thing. So component of velocity calculus, then angular velocity. So definitely the angular velocity with respect to B, will it be constant? No, at that position when the particle is at point, I'll give that one. Particle moves with constant speed in circular path of radius. Find omega naught, omega b. When particle is at point P. Okay, fine.
Sir, then what will be the path of the object with respect to B, sir?
B, it will be random path, curvilinear path. It's a curvilinear path. That one. Using polar coordinates, we can find out. That's not needed for us. Okay, I'll stop the class. Tomorrow after exam, we'll discuss. After writing or exam, no, then we'll continue. Recording I'll upload now. Okay, fine.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you all of you. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you all of you. Take care here.